Okay, we should be live. We all good to go? Hello to all of you who have been waiting for, I guess at this point, the past 11 or 12 minutes, but it seems like everything is good to go. Finally, after my computer decided to cooperate. But I am glad you are here on this fantastic Sunday afternoon. Hopefully everyone is having a good day. Alright, I see some regulars in the chat. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Remember last week we did, well, pretty much all of this, got everything all set up, and we decided next time around we would want to focus on connecting the farm district up here to this other highway. And then eventually fixing some of these traffic problems as well. So that's going to be interesting to figure out when we get over to that. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out what we got going on over here in farmland. Now, I have been playing around with a test branch of this save to see what might and might not work. So I've got a couple different ideas for things that we can figure out and do here. But for right now, stuff seems to be going pretty well over here in farmland. We'll probably have to rename this at some point. There are neither hollies nor plantations in this district. But we're actually making a profit, which is really good. That was the eventual goal anyway, was to start turning a profit on this area so we can invest more stuff into it. So it would lead me to believe that we probably could do a little bit more in the way of animal production and some crops as well. We have plenty of flour, so I don't think we need to worry about that. So we'll add a little bit of stuff here relating to animal production. I think we've got somewhere over here, there's actual buildings dedicated. We got cattle sheds, and then we have milking parlors. Yeah, that's a very cursed name. But we have, they don't have enough buyers for products. Now, we have all these people over here in industry should be able to do something with that. We should be able to take stuff to stores. But maybe they're just talking about inside the actual district. I'm not sure if that's how that ends up working or not. But we'll go ahead and just add a couple more of these things around other places. I think I can fit another one here. I do have anarchy on, so that might also have something to do with it. If we come down here, does this look weird? No, it actually kind of looks like it's supposed to be like that. Except for this little bit right here. So, maybe not. Do what I've done in the past, rewind, then change speed higher. Oh yeah, I do that when watching live streams all the time. Especially like some of these that can go 3, 4, 5 hours. Nobody has time for that. I'm not going to blame you. How's the pig pen? Well, they're over here. They're pigging. Doing all their little snorting noises and stuff. But there's probably the echo cow is just I can't deal with that. It's so weird. So much to learn in this game. Watch lots of people play it, but can never get things to work for me. It's hard. And I've been playing it for 8 years, and I still don't know that much about the game. It's just kind of a fun little sandbox thing, honestly. But regarding the pigs, I guess there's not enough processing for them. And I'm honestly not sure how to go in and process the pigs. If there's a separate building for that we get at a higher level. Yeah, slaughterhouse definitely would be what that would be. We just don't have access to level 4 farming yet. And then barns, nobody really cares about that. So what do we have to do to get to level 4? So we literally just need workers. That's it. We already are producing tons of resources. So I'm not sure if we have to build more workers barracks or we just build more buildings to actually produce stuff. But it probably wouldn't hurt for us to come back and do a few of these workers barracks here. I don't remember this being so weird looking like this. I actually don't know how to turn that off. It's not anarchy. All right, let's see. I should probably turn anarchy off, to be honest, unless I actually need it. Got workers barracks there. We could actually put some right here. That's probably a decent spot for them. Work efficiency 105%. That's pretty good for starting right out. Oh god, yeah, better cows than out of tune trumpets. Oh, I still got to go back and do a live stream on Kingdoms Reborn. That's a fun game. It really is. But stop telling me about pedestrian areas. But it can definitely be a lot when you're learning and making videos at the same exact time. Bonjour to you too. Hello, welcome. A lot of buildings in the game. It's a case of place in city and never go back to it. Yeah, it's kind of hard. If you're referring to Kingdoms Reborn, it's definitely a bit like that. And next time I go back and play it, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more deliberate in how I have stuff laid out. In terms of cities skylines, I feel like it's not necessarily doomed to be that way because, well, I mean, you can delete anything at any point in time, and we're probably going to end up putting a couple more roundabouts in to try and incentivize people to go to specific places. I think Ostrov might actually be worse about placing buildings and never going back because it is just so involved to remove stuff because they have to be deconstructed in real time. Versus here, I can just click on my bulldozer, and I can just delete this whole thing in about 5 seconds and be perfectly fine. Alright, so how are we looking on our workers? So I guess they're just slowly filling up the barracks. So we'll go ahead and turn on turbo speed here and see if we can get them to come in. If not, we'll have to build some more buildings for them to actually work at. I'm at 531. Oh, now it's going down. Alright, so what other... I'm not going to build more residential right now. Calm down. I'm trying to get these zones to completely fill up before I build anything else, because eventually some of these are going to become high density, and I don't want that to be spread out all over the place. For the farm, you'll need lots of barracks, place rest of buildings, and then now and again tweak it for better traffic. Yeah, that sounds good. If you remember from the last one, we had so many problems with traffic going from this way over here, that the next... As soon as I'm able to buy this other tile of land up here, we're going to buy that. We're going to do another highway connection. And that way they probably won't have to come through here with all of their farm equipment and all that fun stuff. So I guess that's what we'll end up doing here. Yeah, see, this barracks isn't even filled all the way up, but we're going to go ahead and just place a couple more anyway. I guess I'm going to have to put in a couple more roads. Trying to think if this is going to be the correct spot. Now I'm going to have to go one more over. We'll just have that connect right there. I tried to middle click to duplicate select a building. That is not this game. That is Ostrov that lets you do that. But at any rate, other thing there should be fine. Put another storage silo in. Congratulations, level 4. Cool, so now we can do clothing factories, farm maintenance, large barns, and slaughterhouses. Slaughterhouses definitely needed. So let's see. Oh, that's huge. Okay. We're gonna want this to be probably having its own separate road to get into. So thinking about coming in from the highway, we might actually want to make ourselves another little loop up here with the one-way roads. So those are going to probably be our friends here. All the pollution right here from the stuff. That's too bad. All right, so we don't want it to be too close to that intersection right there. So let's pop back a little bit here. I think we'll probably stay away from the curved roads at least for a little bit right here. Or we could do curved roads and I'll just use anarchy. I don't think this thing really cares either way. But we will go ahead and put in our slaughterhouse right here. See if I can find a good spot. Probably just right off the road right there. And then we'll come back around and finish this whole thing up. Okay, I need to take it off of bendy mode. Yeah, that's a little ugly. We're going to fix that later, but I did want to make sure we got the slaughterhouse actually in place. I need to figure out how to use Move It Mod. I have it installed. Let's see. Follow terrain, toggle snapping, single selection, marquee selection, copy. There it is. Alt plus click. All right. Good. That is good to know. We'll make use of that at some point. Okay. A single selection here. Yeah. So I just want this to be a little bit closer to the back of the slaughterhouse without looking too completely ridiculous. Some of these hills right here are looking a little suspect, but that's fine. I think I can actually get away with... Yeah, let's put that all the way back up. Is there a rotation? There has to be single selection, marquee selection, underground view. I don't want underground view. Aha! Rotate in place. Now the real question is how do I rotate this thing? Aha! Right click. Cool. So that is actually very useful to be able to do that. I think that's, well, somewhat of an improvement. Even if these parking spaces are scuffed, that's quite poor. Traffic circles more efficient means of travel than four ways. Yes, absolutely. But for a little industrial areas like this, I don't think they're really necessary. Once all this stuff is filled up, at least, these will reach an equilibrium. They should be okay. But yeah, definitely down here. Like, this little guy right here is doing pretty well. I haven't ever seen this backed up. This intersection is almost definitely going to become a traffic circle. This one's actually fine if the traffic doesn't back up from people trying to get through here. And this will also be helped a little bit when we have this connected up here once we get to that point. But they've been screaming at me forever and ever and ever about putting in more residential, so we're going to do that. A couple things over here. I also, since the last time we played, I loaded up on a bunch of DLC because of the Steam sale. So we've got some fun new stuff, some new mass transit additions. We've got a couple more things to do with parks and plazas that we probably can't get to at this exact moment. That's why it keeps screaming at me to start doing more and more stuff. Like, oh, you have new stuff you haven't used yet. Shut up, I'm playing the game. So we'll get there. We'll just put a couple of roads in here that are not completely grid-like, although there's still going to be some sort of a grid. It's just nicer that way to not have to have everything be completely set up as a grid. Just the little things that count. So just put in a road that's not going to be long enough. There we go. So we're going to turn most of this into houses because we have right here, all of this is residential. We'll put some more commercial down here. We'll have this connect with our 4-lane road. I got a couple more roads too we're going to play with. But we will, nope. Back to the straight when you go. We can get monorails at, I think 11,000 population. So when we do that, we'll have this whole thing will all be monorail track in the center, and we'll be able to put stations periodically and do some other fun stuff with that as well. So let's come over here and get our commercial in place. And I'll probably put some more on this side as well. Actually, that should be, because that's on the side street, that should be residential. So we'll pop in with a few of these things. These little cul-de-sacs, even though they aren't cul-de-sacs, they're just ends of road. Very, very suburban. And we'll probably also need to take a look at our city services over here. And especially education, we might need to put another elementary school, but we'll see. When we get there, we just have to pop in all of these things. I guess we could do our selection that way. It would be a little faster, a little less irritating to watch and listen to. All right, and of course, we've got to put in our pipes. I really should have kept that mod on that just automatically has water go everywhere without needing pipes. It was very, very convenient. Anyway, that'll take care of all of that. Next concern is probably going to be power up here in the farm area because we only have this one wind turbine. And that seems to be... It's never going to tell us because it just pulls all the stats for everybody at the same time. But we're going to need to put in at least one more of these for right now. And this will be connected to the same grid eventually anyway. I would level terrain of a large area to one height so everything can be uniform. For the entire map? Or are you talking about just for a specific area for doing something? I generally don't like to completely level stuff. Because a little bit of variety is nice. But eventually it does start to get kind of weird in areas like this, depending on what you're looking at putting in. But the entrance is level, so that's not bad. I wonder if there is a there's a thing in here for walls and fences. Can I put in like a retaining wall? Man, I have so much stuff in here I don't even know how to use. Industry fence, farm fence? Is it gonna... Okay, that doesn't really cow noises. I can't. They're too much. So we might do when we do the airport in, I don't know, 4 months, and we'll probably have to level that, I'm sure. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Specific large areas like farming or eventual downtown. So eventual downtown is most likely going to be this entire strip right here, which is already pretty level. We might have to do a little bit, like right here you can see there's some sort of funny business going on. But yeah, you can see this traffic right here is going to be a big problem for a while until we can get everything else taken care of, because they're all trying to turn left, and we examine where they're going. They're going to the grain silos. So that traffic will be eliminated once we have this interstate connected up here, but we can't buy that plot of land until we get to 8,000, which thankfully is coming up soon. Not enough buyers for products. Well, I mean, you'll get them eventually. It's not that bad. Oh, so we're about to be max level on our farming area as soon as we get to 800 workers. That was quick. Our profit is a little smaller than it was, but we seem to be doing better and better. We'll just have to get more efficient and find some more stuff. There we go. Level 5. Large grain silos, large pastures, food factory. There we go. That is another one of those big buildings we'll have to put in. All right, where is my food factory? Oh, that's just a fence. Large barns, large silos, slaughterhouses, milking parlors, cattle sheds, flour mill. Where is the food factory? Is that down here? Farm maintenance building. Oh, I don't think we have one of these, do we? Well, we can put one of those in for sure. Just do that. Another workers' barracks. So why do I not have a food factory? Is that part of a different industrial segment? It might be. Forest industry, ore industry, oil, warehouses. We haven't done any warehouses either. We probably should be putting some of these in different areas across the city. Got here on time? You sure did. We'll be live for probably at least the next 2 hours. We'll see. Unique buildings should be the factory. Okay. ChirpX launch site. That's not it. Panda Sanctuary. All right. Tourism, leisure, pedestrian area, football. Content creator packs. Huh. Oh, I got all sorts of fun stuff. Large grocery store. That's a ripoff of the Kroger logo. We'll find it eventually. Might have to poke around somewhere else, but right now we got to deal with this traffic. Let's take a look at our traffic flow. Yeah, this is abominable right here. So this is going to become another traffic circle. And again, it's going to get a lot better once we can have this other connection up here as well, because right now they are all completely backed up, trying to get into the area there. All right, so let's go ahead, get out of our traffic view, pause the game, and we'll just delete this whole thing right here and come back in with our favorite roundabout building tool, the dirt road. 20U across. Oh, it's not going to let me do that unless I go side to side, huh? Well, you know this song and dance by now. 10 units up, 10 units over. Repeat until you have a complete circle. And then you can take out the roads in the middle. And then go find... This one has four-lane roundabout. I don't know if we need to have 4 lanes because we don't have the highway on-ramp. Look at this mess coming in. So I think we're going to be fine with 3. So we'll stick with our 3-lane wide right here. And then upgrade all of these guys. They have that node in the center so they can change between lanes. All right, and that is... hopefully a much better improvement. We'll come in here with our favorite... oh, I didn't do that right, did I? Oh, it's Control S. That's what I needed. Just have these guys set up so they can't do too much stupid stuff right here. Now, why do I have, is that a bus line? Yeah, that was a bus stop, so they'll survive without that. Can't you buy the plot of land? When I get to 8,000, it's not going to let me unlock it until I get another 500 residents, which we should get sometime soon. So, oh, we also need to do, where's the yield signs and stuff? There we go. Nope, that was the wrong way around. Oh, jeez, okay. That's what I wanted. I wanted to control click those. One more time. All right, so that should help things a little bit. When is the panda sanctuary possible? I didn't know there was a panda sanctuary. I know there's a zoo that might be somewhere in parks and plazas. Pedestrian plazas, pedestrian areas, park maintenance, props, nature reserve, maybe? Okay, doesn't seem to be too much there. Zoo. I guess I have to build the zoo first and then do something like that? I don't know. Amusement parks. I bought so much stuff. Other parks, plazas, parks. Would the zoo be in here, maybe? Botanical garden. Large playground. Dog park. Japanese garden. Carousel park. Tropical garden. Parking garage. That's not a park. That's a place to store cars. Sunken plaza and baseball fields. We got a lot to mess with. All right, so this has not completely solved our problem, but it has significantly improved flow at this intersection, which I guess is something we can celebrate. Saw it in unique buildings. Mall of Marvels. Landmarks. Chirpex. Ah, Panda Sanctuary. How could I forget? Wow, $180,000. That's a tourism thing. How big is that? Okay, that's actually kind of huge. We can find a spot to put this. I just don't know exactly right now where that's going to be. Oh, we need another elementary school. Neighborhoods love elementary schools on the main roads. No, a lot of places, especially like Southern California, I know, have all these planned communities built around the schools that the kids could all walk there. That's where my dad went to school. And then we moved somewhere else in the country where that's completely impossible. But we're going to end up spending out east. I guess is it actually east? The world may never know. But we'll get that all taken care of in a little bit. Fire protection and police protection seem to be okay. We will need another police station probably soon-ish. But they're not complaining currently, so I think we're going to leave that alone. Yeah, we need more capacity for our houses. We can also get high density when we get to 8,000, which is really, really going to help out a lot. But for right now, we kind of have to get creative on how we're going to get people in and out of here. After the second roundabout to the right, you have too many junctions connecting to the main road. Why the traffic is quite... Yeah, so that's the other kind of hard part about something like this is all of these industrial buildings still have to be connected to stuff. So what we might end up having to do is turning one of these roads into a double or a triple wide, and then just removing all of these connections and seeing what we end up having to do. Like, I kind of did that here. But we have also this fish factory is going to have to be moved. That's the problem with building so close and dense with stuff like this. So I think this is the entrance to the fish factory right there. Yeah. So we'll keep that. I'm probably going to have to go ahead and... it's going to be hard to relocate this. I'll just get rid of that, and then... I might as well just delete it, honestly. And then just put it back in. Because we'll have to upgrade this guy. It's kind of a futile effort to put in decorative trees in an industrial area where they're all going to be completely destroyed. Let's see. Asymmetrical 5-lane road, okay. I know I have medium industry road, 2-way concrete road with 4 lanes. Cheaper than a 4-lane road, generates more noise, don't really care. Medium traffic. Well, if we're gonna be ugly, just go all in. All these water treatment plants. That's the problem. Is we've got all these water treatment plants to worry about. Someone did not think this through very well when designing how the city was going to look. But it is what it is. It's fine. We'll just bring this all the way down here. They're not going to let me put this there, are they? No. Okay, so fish. Where is my fish factory? Right here? Yeah. So we'll just... actually, we'll move this closer to this side so it doesn't have to immediately back up traffic everywhere. And now this, we don't want any industry facing the main road, so we'll probably have to turn this into something else. Maybe city oh, wow. Okay, yeah, we definitely need fire protection over here. So that is an easy thing to put there. And police as well. That's a very... Wow, look at them. They're real happy about that. One-ways could work too. Yeah, that's, eventually. Probably going to have to get into that. Sheesh, alright. Well, I guess we're really getting a ton of upgrades now, aren't we? But this actually does seem to have helped a whole lot, not having 3 intersections in quick succession right here. I'm going to keep this road right here. We might actually upgrade that one to a large, or I guess a medium industry road, just to support some more traffic there. Warehouses, yes, we need to put warehouses in. And probably right here would be a smart one. So let's see, where did I find those? Right here, warehouses. So we have warehouse yards, we have small warehouse, we have medium warehouse, and then large warehouse. Wow, that's a very creative naming scheme. So let's see. We can put a couple of different things around here. I think we might even be able to put in, if I can find. We're gonna want another road here. I think I can fit. Oh, it's so close. What does Anarchy have to say about that? Is this going to fit inside the other road? Alright, so that's not the best looking thing, but we have our friend the Move It mod to help us, well, move it. So we'll just have this completely intersect here, stack up these walls. Does that look a little better? I think it does. Okay, yeah, there we go. Alright, now what are we complaining about now? No resource, okay. I don't want animal products stored in a regular yard. We haven't gotten timber yet. But this one, small warehouse, could definitely be animal products. And now we're going to have a ton of trucks come in to deliver animal products, so you know how that's going to go. Okay, this one is... We have to put in different stuff there. Let's see. Commercial zones, goods. Probably doesn't hurt to have all of this set up eventually. Let's go ahead and extend this out all the way here. Just to connect all these. We have tons of money. We're making money hand over fist, so I don't think it really matters if we spend a bunch of money on putting pipes in place. So since we're already here, go ahead and take care of all that. We'll extend this one out as well. And we need that up here too. And we'll just follow all the way along like this. Same with all this area. There's going to be a little tiny space that it doesn't connect to, but that's fine. We'll just do a little jog over here. No one's ever going to look at the pipes except us right now, so if they're ugly, it doesn't matter. I love the chirper with the flame eyes. Alright, these guys are complaining because why? Not enough workers. Alright, fine. We're going to build more housing. Okay? it's not that deep. Alrighty. So we're going to go ahead and kind of come in like this in these areas. Fill in the inner areas like that. don't think I need another one right here. Actually, yeah, we'll just do that. We're not going to build anything on the roundabout because that's asking for cataclysmic disaster as far as traffic is concerned. Let's see. Down here, we probably want to actually move our commercial onto the main road. So I'm going to dezone all this. We'll wait for that to unplop, and then we'll come over here and then just paint up to about maybe here. Yeah. We'll just paint that, and then we'll paint this up to the same way. And then the rest of it end up being some residential. Have to be very careful not to zone directly next to the roundabout. All right, and that should hopefully allow us to get back up over 8,000 again. Yeah, they're already growing quite nice. Let's just check our stuff. Yeah, we're going to need schools are going to be a problem. As far as capacity goes, we're actually way over capacity. Or we have too much capacity rather than being over capacity. I don't know why I said it that way, but we'll go ahead and move this school down here, and I think that'll still let us have a decent amount of coverage. We can solve that problem by sticking another school up in this area, kind of in the middle, and that should fill in most of it. Eventually. We'll get it figured out. High school-wise, we're going to need to put another one somewhere. Okay, well, we're actually not going to because we don't need the capacity yet. Okay, why are these complaining about garbage? Is the landfill full? It's only 19% full, so this is a... oh, wow. Okay, yeah, this is a traffic problem for sure. Look at this quagmire we've created here. Wow. Okay. So, we thought this was a good idea. It seems like maybe this wasn't. I don't know if that is just trucks trying to come into these warehouses that aren't already here, or something else entirely, but we definitely need to do something to address this. All right, where are you trying to go? You're trying to go to, small warehouse, yes. And you guys are trying to go all sorts of places. Why? You're going to the small barn. Where's the small barn? It's not over here. So why are you over here? What a mess. Well, eventually it'll get itself figured out. I think it's just people trying to fill up these warehouses that don't have any idea where they're going. Just a ton of trucks, man. Yeah, this is completely just debilitating for the rest of our city. All right, come on, 8,000 so I can connect up here and solve 90% of these problems immediately. Okay, yeah, garbage is piled up because they can't take it anywhere because there's nowhere else to put it, so... oh, I still can't build incinerator. Everything unlocks at 8,000. Is that how it works? All right. So I guess we have to put another landfill somewhere else. I don't want to put it next to our nice little seaside town. So maybe we just put a landfill in here, where the rest of the farm stuff is. Well, we probably should have it slightly away from the other stuff. We can always move this later. But putting a landfill here is probably... super garbage truck. I never even figured out what those did. But we'll use them anyway because why not? See what kind of super garbage trucks look like. Oh yeah, super. That sure looks super. Slaughterhouse doing slaughterhouse things. That should hopefully help our garbage situation a little bit because, man, I don't even know how to solve this. There's just such a mess. Do we have this roundabout? Yeah. Oh, but they can't switch nodes of this one because it's too small. We might have to redo this and make this a bigger one. But I don't think that's a right now problem to solve. These guys just don't have any idea where they're going. It's just an absolute mess. Yeah, see, these guys are trying to go to the green side. All this is going to be solved as soon as I have this stupid their connection up here. We just keep losing people. Oh, now they're complaining there's not enough power. Oh, yeah, okay, that would do it. We'll put in another one of these guys. Are they out of juice? Dead person at the power plant. That's not good. Definitely, it's definitely a right now problem. Yeah, I just not entirely sure. Okay, now there's not enough fuel because there's too much traffic. What a mess. What an absolute mess. I could put in some of these guys, but there's not very good wind over here. I forgot about the advanced wind turbines. So why don't we just go ahead and put in a couple of those. We'll get them out of there later, but that should help us get a little bit more power while they're not able to get fuel over here. Throughway at the bottom of the road system. Yeah, we're going to have to eventually connect this stuff. I was going to try and keep connections near the roundabouts to a minimum so they don't back up too bad. But we'll see when we get there. I guess these trucks are all still out collecting garbage. But I think maybe this one down here, have that nice and separated out. Just bring, or we could just do this one, because people seem to want to be able to do all of that. And then I don't think it would hurt us to have a 90-degree intersection right here either. Well, kind of 90 degrees. There we go. It's not the worst, although now this is kind of that looks a little better. So that should allow some of this traffic to go through, theoretically, as soon as they figure out that they can go that way. Yeah, they're starting to do some of that. These people just kind of short-sighted. And again, this is all stuff that's going to be fixed as soon as we can get up here to this connection. It's just a little slow on the uptake there. Maybe it would be worth making a completely separate area for their coal plant so they won't be stuck in that. Yeah, I think that is probably what we want to do. I just don't know exactly where would be best for that, because they are still going to... the stuff has to come in this way, so it's going to get caught in this mess no matter what. Until we start excavating coal, which I don't really know if we can do. We have an ore... all the ore is kind of way over here. So if we were to excavate our own coal, then that would maybe not be the easiest thing to put in here. Well, getting it out of that area for sure would be an improvement. So I guess for right now, move the dead person with the power plant, huh? Right now, I think we can just move these guys down here. We'll get rid of it. Eventually, I should probably pause this. Alright, so actually that's on the wrong side of the road, because if they're coming into town, they're going to want to make right turns. So we'll stick these guys down here. And then our trucks should be able to get through. At the very least, it will be easier for them to do so without having to worry about all that other stuff. I think this is all connected appropriately. Now we just need these guys here to figure their lives out and take care of all that. Yeah, these are not going to stay here, though. That is a terrible place for them. They just have to get moved somewhere else later on. And that is all... actually, that's no longer connected, so let's get that hooked up. And we'll just make sure that is connected as well. Yeah, because all the stuff's going to come in. Look at this absolute disaster zone. Because I think they're all still trying to fill up all these warehouses and all the farm stuff. Well, the good news is, what was this one doing? Ore truck. Okay, so now they're actually able to deliver. That's good, even if it is taking 8,000 years to get through here. This should slowly kind of fix itself. Although, man, this sure is a mess. I love how this... What's this red truck that just drove through everybody? It's like the game doesn't care that there's stuff in the way. Is that a fire truck? No. Well, if our power plants can actually get the fuel, which I don't know that they still can, if they can get the fuel, they'll be okay. All right, now we're complaining about cops because why? All right, let's put another one down here. Why not? Because they're saying they don't have any. Fire protection probably wouldn't hurt to have down here also. We'll just stick them right next to each other. That works perfectly fine. All right, now we do have ore trucks. I think that's what those blue guys are. No? Is that? Oh, that's a bus. All right, never mind. Here I thought we were doing something useful. So these guys are all going. Yeah, it's all farming stuff. Come on. You're all trying to go this way. All right, they're going to make me do it. They're going to make me put in this larger roundabout again. All right. So we're going to have to start from scratch. Let's put our big old 20-unit roundabout here. Start a little bit further back. 20 that way. It's not going to really not going to let me do 20? 19 or 21? Come on. Seriously? Why? There we go. That one's 20. All right, you know the drill. And it's very possible this isn't even the best... Stupid thing. Isn't even the best design to be going with, but it's the one that I currently know. So that's what we're gonna stick with here. All right, now we have our 4-lane roads again. I'll let this be a whole block here, and then we'll have this one curve around. That's maybe a little bit too steep. It's probably not the worst thing I've ever seen. This is going to be an interesting problem to solve when we get to that point. Let's see. There we go. This actually isn't the worst right here, but I am going to go ahead and actually turn this into its own connector right here. Just hook those two together. And then we can have a third road come off of that. Maybe I wish there was an angle between that. That seems to be fine. Alright, so that should improve things marginally. I might end up having to make this a roundabout at some point as well, but now we'll at least have a node in between. Alright, where's our 3-lane? That's a 4-lane. There we go. Alright, so now all these cars get to do all their whatever spaghetti thing here. Let's fix all this. And there we go. That hopefully fixes that. Yeah, traffic congestion already improving there. Although we probably should go ahead and put in all of our yield signs here. All right, now what's our traffic situation look like? 35. Oh, geez. All right, it's not over here. So I guess it is this mess over here still with all the industry. It will eventually go away, and this seems to be clearing up rapidly here. Now we just need to get people to move back in. Yeah, I'd say that's an improvement. How are things going over here? Healthcare still seems to be okay. Education seems to be mostly fine. We already have our library here. Though they're complaining they're not accessible to it. Well, I mean, they can be. They just have to, you know, go somewhere. It's not that far away. Let's see. How are our buses doing here? I guess we should look at the mass transit tab here. I think this is that one. Oh, so there's actually people waiting. The buses are all full. We have 12 of them. We have 200 people waiting at this stop. It's not going to let me go there, is it? But that's the, I think that's the one on the other side of town. So if the buses are all full, we can either add more buses or we can replace them with higher capacity buses. School buses don't hold 30 people. They hold like 70. Ooh, I love articulated buses. So maybe we'll just stick a bunch of articulated buses on this line and see if that helps at all. Little improvements are improvements nonetheless. That is absolutely correct. It's good wisdom for life, good wisdom for playing city builder games. Yeah, this seems to be, well, I thought it was improving. Okay, yeah, we're no longer backed all the way up on the off-ramp over here. So that is an improvement. Look, I already built so much more residential zone, and then all these people moved out, and now they're saying I don't have enough zoning. There were more people living here before people moved out, so I don't understand what that's about. And all of this traffic seems to have cleared up as well, now that people are back over here in farmland. Landfill is only 2% full. That's probably good, because it's going to get moved immediately as soon as we have our ability to take care of all that. And this is still kind of a disaster over here. So I guess we could be making more animal products would be something to maybe look at doing in the near future. I just need 8,000 population so I can get this strip of land. Now, what are you complaining about here? Not enough fish. Okay, so what's going on with our fishing over here? Well, I mean, they're working. Maybe the demand for fish has just outstripped supply. That's probably what it is. Come back over to our traffic. Yeah, see, we're back up to 78%. 79. 80. Okay, so it's rapidly improving. Just seems to be this this little off-ramp right here into the roundabout. And then this one side street. Maybe we want to turn this into a one-way this way so people can't use it as a cut-through. That might actually be a smart thing. Where's my one-way with trees? Yeah, let's turn this into a one-way that way. There we go. So they can come in this way and then only leave that way, which would mean a right turn gets them into the roundabout, and here it would have to be a left turn, but that's okay. That should help that. Yeah, that's already stopped people from using it as a cut-through. 81, 82. Okay, we're getting somewhere. This is a little congested, so this might become another roundabout. Hey man, can't actually participate. I'm driving, but it'll keep you in the car for viewership. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Whether you can or cannot comment, it's perfectly fine. Industry kind of got decimated here, didn't it? It's unfortunate. Alright, so we got to figure out why these people won't just move into the zones I already made. Should I add some more residential up here by the farms? That might actually be necessary here. Alright, so we'll just increase our length of the little residential street there. Turn back on painting mode. Alright, so that should be some sort of a help there. Get a little bit more. Since we're already here, just go ahead and take care of that. Alright, so I probably can't build this out too much more without doing some major improvements to infrastructure, so we're going to come back over here and see Oh, this was previously a building that I moved, so we can rezone that for residential. That should be fine. Oh, we have all this up here we haven't done anything with. All right, you can all be houses. That's coming along nicely. Just need to get people in and out. So now that this has kind of calmed down a little bit over here, I think we can start relocating some of our wow, look at all this groundwater pollution, man. Kind of move some of this stuff around and upgrade our roads here. Just move this over to the other side. Flip that around, upgrade the road, and then we'll put it right back. So now that is a complete throughway. Alright, and it's going to complain because all this stuff is no longer hooked up to water pipes, so we'll have to fix that. Shouldn't take too long. It's just kind of a mess. Sheesh. All right. Want to get rid of the pipes, not the thing. Okay, so those are connected. Those are connected. So this can just go straight to here, straight to here. That should hopefully work correctly. Is that it's all working? All right. We have our capacity back. Good. Water availability is not stellar. So let's put another tower in. Yeah, population is slowly increasing, and I do mean slowly. But I think it's good that we now have the complete 4-lane thing right here going. 2 Sophie Streets next to each other in the farm area. Oh, that's the worst. No, it's the same street. Oh, you weren't kidding. How did that happen? Sophie Way, Sophie Street, Sophie Way. I think I know how that happened. Because the game has a hierarchy of roads, right? So a dirt road is going to be a lower hierarchy than a regular 2-lane road. So since these are connected at the end, they kind of go into each other. It turns this into Sophie Way, and then it thinks this is an improvement over this road. I bet if we get rid of that, and then completely get rid of these roads, and then rebuild them, it'll have some sort of different name to it. But truth be told, I'm not super worried about that right now. But that is kind of funny. I had not even considered that to be a possibility. Yeah, that's super annoying. So in Atlanta, there is a space, I think it's in Midtown, where you have Peachtree Road, or Peachtree Street, meets West Peachtree Street, meets Peachtree Place. And it's this weird kind of like triangular block. And it's like, oh yeah, meet me at Peachtree. Which one? There's like a dozen roads and streets with Peachtree in the name in that city. Yeah, just have to have buildings level up after the traffic apocalypse. They seem to be, you see, okay, so this is still kind of a problem, but I don't think it's going to be one for too much longer. And once we get this tile as well, we're going to redo this whole road here is going to end up being turned into something else. But this does seem to be improving slightly. I think we are going to need more residential. I'm going to try not to do too much more nonsense because this is just a whole lot of grid, and that's not fun. This at least has some sort of character to it. These guys aren't ever going to upgrade, though. They're going to take their sweet time. We probably have more industry stuff we can put up here anyway. Because industry down here is pretty dead. But if we're going to have a specialized industry everywhere, we probably don't really need the nasty polluting stuff. So this could become another neighborhood with residential and everything. Yeah, now we're up to 7,600. Making progress. So is there anywhere else? I guess I could put another road through here. Just have this come all the way out. Some sort of an improvement there. All right, we're going to remove these as commercial. We don't really need that much commercial right now. We're going to turn them back into... Ooh, I don't want that facing that road for sure. So we'll go back to our drag and drop. Just have this come in like that. Do I have a reference city? Absolutely not. I am just pulling this out of my pants. Give a hoot, don't pollute. There you go. What was that Captain Planet song? Looting and polluting is not the way. Hear what Captain Planet has to say. I think most of us are old enough to remember Captain Planet. Well, if you're in your 30s or later, at least. Yeah, this is actually flowing pretty nicely. I wonder what our traffic is looking like. 82%. Cool. A little bit of traffic here. And that's because this is just the most convenient point of entry for all of that. I think we can solve that problem by not having this be a two-way. We can have this be an exit, possibly. But not an entrance. I think we'll try that. I really can't upgrade the road because... Why? I guess I have to move the police station? Alright, that's... Why are you getting mad? I put it right back. There we go. Now it's an exit only. That should help traffic there. So they can come out here and they can go right down here, or they can turn right. So then that'll move all the traffic into this area, which we're probably going to want to turn into maybe this lane into a 4-lane. Do I have anything here that's going to prevent that from happening? I have the playground park. So let's move the park over one slot. I think I can upgrade the road that way. The power is yours. What? So this is still in the way, huh? Okay. We'll just keep moving it then. Move this. Medical clinic is going to have to get moved as well. We'll put it back, don't worry. We are getting very, very close. Okay. Yeah, I figured that the library was going to be a problem, so we're going to have to... Unfortunately, I can't really move it anywhere. We will delete it and then rebuild. All these people will be salty about it for 100 years. Whoa, the park is going to be kind of a challenge here. But I think I can now I can upgrade. There we go. So I'll go ahead and see if I can move this back a little bit. I don't think it really cares. Yeah, that looks okay. Alright, library. Now I can put you back. We'll do right at the end of the road there. Firehouse is right next door, and then I moved the medical clinic. It's probably fine where it was. I don't really even need to move the firehouse, but I will. Alright, so that is a big improvement here. Should help our traffic quite a bit, even though it's not bad yet. Oh no, he's destroying libraries. No, the difference is I put them back. There are no banned books in my libraries. So now, if this is upgraded, then we can actually keep expanding based on using this as kind of a central street here. I think... Yeah, that should be fine. We'll put in another kind of curvy street coming on this way. Okay, that doesn't look fantastic. Now, is this going to let me connect like this? Oh, it sure will. All right, that looks kind of ugly, though, so let's move that a tiny bit. All right, that doesn't look too bad. Let's see, we'll have these kind of connect up here. Yeah, we'll move this node just very slightly that way. And I think we can extend this guy. Hello? Oh, I'm still in move mode. All right. We can extend this guy just kind of straight like that. That'll be okay. Turn this back into that. Yeah, we'll just click and drag this whole thing because why not? All right, so now you can all become houses. We are very, very close to 8,000. Very close. Probably will hit it in just a second here. There we go. All right, so now we have a new area to buy. I can build a college campus if I want. Sports arenas, blimps, intercity buses. Then can do some sort of other zoning stuff. I haven't really messed too much with the policies. Most importantly, high density, and we have offices too. We're going to rezone some of this industrial to be offices. Incineration plants, fishing islands, metro stations. Do I get trains yet? Or is it just metro? I think it might. Yeah, trains are at 11,000. Well, the very first thing we're going to do, of course, as promised, we're going to buy this. Thank you. Finally. Now I can put in a traffic interchange here. And I have downloaded a lot of custom interchange assets from the Steam Workshop. Probably will end up doing... I kind of like the turbine interchange or the windmill one. I think the windmill one actually looks pretty cool. So we're going to end up deleting some of the highway here and find a nice spot for that to organically go into itself. Well, thank you very much, Devilish Fun, for the $1.49. I really appreciate it. Hope you are having a fantastic Sunday just chilling out with us. I think I can fit this in here. Rotate with our... Nope. I want to rotate the camera. Why are you like this? Okay. All right, we want our overpass highway to be here. Now I got to find like the perfect spot to stick this. Now it says slope's too steep. If I rotate 90 degrees, is it going to complain? No. But our throughput highway probably should be the one that doesn't go up and down. If I move this that way, is that going to be any better? Yeah, we'll just give ourselves a little bit more leeway. There we go. Oh, it's not going to like me at all unless I put it here, but that's not going to be, not really going to be in line with the rest of our roads. How annoying. I don't want to have to reroute this entire highway. That would be kind of annoying. Well, I guess what we'll end up doing, we'll just end up moving it right over here. Should be okay. Yes, I know I probably could just, design this myself, but that would take a very long time and would not be good for a lot of your health. Watching me try to figure out how all this stuff actually works. So I will have mercy on this day, and I will save you from that horrific fate. So I think we can get this all connected here. Get out of move it mode. Yeah, we'll just adjust this ever so slightly here. This is going to be one of those things where I end up just clicking this entire distance, isn't it? This looks okay. That's going to have to work. But isn't this a cool looking interchange? I really like that. I think that is fantastic. All right, so just get out of move it mode. Now I have all of this. Come in like that. Okay, I think I can get away I know there's a tool in one of the mods that helps you to align roads. I just don't know exactly what it was called. But that looks pretty good. And then we're going to turn this from a 2-lane each way to a 3-lane each way, and then have that funnel into where we need it to go. So we have a 6-lane with decorative trees. We have a 6-lane with trees in the middle. Yeah, let's go ahead and delete the first little bit here. There we go. So then they have the option to... Why did the road get narrower and have more lanes? Oh, that one doesn't have parking. That's probably what it is. Monorail tracks, huh? Well, at any rate, we got to get our highway hooked up here. So this is going to end up being kind of a weird looking road until we get it all kind of prettied up here. Modify the terrain. You know, I probably could have done that, but I feel like this ends up working out pretty well. All right, so this is an absolute mess is what this is. Yeah, I definitely want to figure out some better way of doing this, for sure. Network multi-tool, is that what that is? Okay. Yeah, this isn't ideal. This is definitely not the best way to be doing this. Let's take a moment and let's think about this again. Oh, to not be at work so I could watch this. You have a good time. Well, thanks for showing up for a little bit anyway. And remember, the archive will be here if you want to go back and watch later. But have a fun rest of your day. Thanks for being here. When's the next Timberborn video? That's a very good question. Because now that I have the Ostrich Alpha 5 drop, I kind of just want to keep playing that for a while. But we do need to finish the Timberborn series properly. So I'm thinking either tomorrow or Tuesday. The Timberborn videos have been for the past forever on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. So I kind of want to just do it on Tuesday and have that third Ostrich video out tomorrow. But I am open to feedback. Yeah, I messed this whole thing up right here. So I think, why don't we go ahead and get out of here? I know the game's paused. Why don't we go ahead and just kind of have this whole thing kind of dead end into a big road here, and just let people figure themselves out and stop spending all of our time worrying about it. So if we come up to say a 6-lane with decorative trees, decorative grass, yeah, no parking here. If we have this connect, I need to take it off of curve mode. We just have this connect like that, then we can come in and extend this out either way. Oh, that doesn't line up, does it? Well, that's too bad. We can fix it with technology. Well, kind of. So I think what we'll do here is we'll just make it so nobody can turn in this little slice in the middle. Just have it be straight through. You can either turn right or you can go straight. Not clogging this up. You can either turn right or you can go straight here. And then coming off of that, this might actually be a good place for a roundabout. I probably should have done that this whole time. Once a week is good for Timberborn. I probably agree, but there might be people that were gonna come and fight me in the streets if I just have one video a week for Timberborn. We'll see. How about a nice big roundabout, like a 15 unit? We've not tried that one yet. All right, construction cost thing, you're in the way. 15. Oh, you turkeys. All right, get out of here. We will have the finale for that specific Timberborn series sometime this week, and then we'll look into doing another one that could probably end up being a once-a-week thing. it just all depends what people want to see, because some of the challenge stuff I feel would be good for a one-shot video. Some of the longer stuff obviously does not work that way. So we will find out. Whatever you're good with, wouldn't want you to. I'm not going to burn out. I can promise you that. We're having too much of a good time to do any less of this. Love Timberborners last series. Yeah, it's a good time, and I feel like we've done a pretty good job of getting a little better at the game. And there's a lot of stuff that we could be doing better. But at the end of the day, I think we could be very proud with most of the progress we've made. All right, now I think if we have this come in right here, like we did with the other guy, we're gonna have to clean this up a little bit. There we go. That looks reasonably nice. I'm going to go ahead and move the slaughterhouse. Can I fit this on the other side over here? Yeah, we're going to move that because this needs to be pretty much completely redone here. I think our 4-lane road here is probably still fine. We have trees in the middle. That's what it was. Yeah, that'll be okay there. And right now, we're just going to leave it like this. We don't have any, we don't have anything else to connect to, so that should be okay. Leave with 3-lane, one-way roads. What do you mean I can't upgrade this? All right, Anarchy, do your thing. Thank you. Slaughterhouse next to the waste dump. Hey, I mean, look, if you had all that smelly, like, animal waste, you don't want that trip to the trash can to be very long. Like, let me assure you. that was the worst when I worked in a restaurant, taking off all the old chicken wing bags and everything. Ugh. Ugh. No. Never again. It was truly disgusting. So we'll have a little bit of sympathy for our compatriots here. I should have made that a little longer. I think eventually this is going to end up connecting up here, but you know what? Why not? Let's just go for it. Have this come all the way up here. Then gonna let me do anything here? No. And then we'll just connect up with that. And then they can just turn right to go all the way through, and that can be their exit there. Pentagram off ramp. Look, if I were smart enough to figure out how to design that, I would, but I don't think that's going to be happening. Meter trash consumers will never know. Hey, some of the stuff you get at the grocery store is kind of bad. Local butchers are awesome if you have one, if you can afford to go there. All right, let's go ahead and connect these up here. Find our highway node here, just so they don't get too blocked out here. But now they have. Look at the. I just love the design of this. It's very cool. So now our farming stuff can come all the way up here, all the way down here. Theoretically, I should be doing lane mathematics with this, but we're not going to worry about that right now. We'll finish the video later. Can't wait to see how progress is made. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. And it'll be up on the channel just as soon as the stream ends. Meat in bulk. Yeah, if you have the space to actually store it, get yourself like a big chest freezer or something, then bulk meat is absolutely the way to go. Especially if you live in an area where people will do like hunting during deer season. Choice. And we still have a mess over here. Why is that? Our traffic flow is still looking pretty good. They keep trying to come in and out through here. Why? Do I have to turn this into a one-way out as well? Any resources on the other side of the highway? Let's check it out. Yeah, so this is all timber. This is going to be another industrial area. If we come in and look at our resource map. Yeah, this is really the first time we've had inside the map big timber resource. So we can actually go ahead and... Pedestrian area, I don't want that. Industrial specializations, there we go. Oh, I have to paint the area first, duh. So this is going to be all a timber area. That'll be this entire district up here is just logging and processing of lumber. So we'll just go ahead and paint this. And that's going to generate a lot of truck traffic. So having it right next to the freeway is probably a requirement. All right. So now this is designated timber stuff. Probably going to have to put another big roundabout coming off the highway. Chest freezers aren't that expensive and worth having definitely if you've got space for one. Local butcher will take a $100 side of beef and cut it into 3/4 inch. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, your local businesses are always worth supporting. Because you can go to Costco and buy a 10-pound mystery meat log for, I don't know how much those are now, $40. And sure, that's a lot of meat and you can use it forever. But at the end of the day, you're giving your money to a giant mega corporation. You go to your local guy, and like you're saying, you could probably get some really high-quality stuff pretty cheap. That's also kind of why I like supporting indie developers and playing indie games. Although I guess Cities Skylines technically counts as an indie game. Paradox and Colossal Order are big enough now where that's probably no longer really the case. But especially stuff like Ostriv and Timberborn, like those guys just have so much passion for their game. And they're not funded by these enormous corporations that only care about profit. And it really shows. Yeah, so I don't know, depending on what kind of grocery stores you have, we have one near us that usually has really good prices on meat. It's not one of the major multinational ones. It's a kind of a local southern chain, but we've been able to get New York strip sometimes for $7 or $8 a pound if it's on sale. So we'll pick that up and we'll grill it on the barbecue, and then family of four can have a nice steak dinner with some potatoes and some vegetables for under $5 a person. Like you can't beat that. That's good stuff. So let's see. Yeah, I don't care about the elevated metro station with shops right now. Thank you. We got to get our main road over here, so I'm going to go ahead and do our favorite thing again with all of our... God, stop telling me about the new stuff. Let's see if I can get this to be a good size. Yep, there we go. 15, 15. Does it have to be 15 units? Probably not. But a nice big roundabout is going to be a little harder to clog with traffic. Oh, you gotta love a good meat pun. All right. Why can't I not click in the correct spot? All right, so we'll do the same thing we just did. Go away, little tooltip. I don't care about you. All right, come out here. That's too straight. That's why I wanted it to be down here. We'll do the same thing, and then we'll just reverse the flow here in a second. There we go. And we can get rid of this little cut through here. Stop telling me about every single new thing, man. How annoying. All right, big industry roundabout. I think we can make this one into a 4-lane. Cool. Well, actually, if we're lane mathematicking, then that should be 3 lanes. 10-lane roundabout. Oh, God. That would be horrendous. I do have somewhere 4-lane highway. I think some of this expansion stuff is a 5-lane. Oh, stop it. All right, this thing is officially irritating me. Yeah, see, there's a 5-lane, but I don't think it gets any higher than that. I guess you could have 2 parallel 5 lanes. But we don't need that. All right. Oh my God, it's going to give me every single new building as a little pop-up. 10-lane roundabout in the middle of the recently designated foresting section. Yeah, if you want to figure out the engineering on custom road sizes, then be my guest. What are we complaining about over here? My God, stop it with this. Yes, high capacity fire station, thank you. Okay, they were complaining about, was it crime over here? Oh, we can move the police station. That's not going to be a problem. We'll just stick it closer to the center of town. There we go. And now these guys will upgrade. Stop every single thing. Quit it. Alright, so now we come over here. We need to place our... Is that forestry thing? Yeah, we need a forestry main building. Obviously, we can't put it right off the... I swear to God. We can't put it right off the roundabout. So let's side. Do we want 6-lane industrial? This is going to be a lot of traffic in this one. So I think maybe our main road should probably... I'm going to lose it. Stop. Stop it. Stop telling me to look at new garbage. Okay. Go away. I think 6-lane, 3 each way will be a smart way to go about having this area set up. Jeez. Those pings are going to be super annoying for the next 20 minutes, I'm sure. And then right up here at the top, just have this, I guess it doesn't have to be, we're going to have all this connected with the side roads in the back anyway. Let's go ahead and put in our forestry main building. Probably right here is fine. All right, so now we can do sawmills, tree plantations, and log yards. I swear, they're doing this to torment me. Just stop making me click on stuff. All right, we have all of these roads connected with some nice roundabouts. We don't have any power up here, which will... I'm not putting a coal power plant in a forest. That's a terrible idea. Ooh, but there's not a lot of wind. So it looks like we're going to be importing our power from the farming district. I swear. Is there a way to turn those off? Does anybody know? That is so annoying. Eventually we're going to have our power put in a little bit better way. Right now, that's all we got. Alright, let's put in all of our pipes and everything here. So our main building is here. And we have the option to build small tree plantations, sawmills, and log yards. So, not an industry area. What? We painted this as industry area. Did we not? Oh, I've got to come in here and designate this whole thing as an industry area, don't I? Even though I'd already made it a district, that doesn't make any sense. Oh well. This will just come all the way along here. Alright. Then this, right here, that's train tracks. We're going to take advantage of that. Well, not immediately, because we don't have access to buy that plot of land yet. They want double-decker buses. These dings are going to kill me. Alright, so we need to be building all of this forestry stuff before we get too off track here. No main building. Get out of here. It's literally right here. Not an industry area. Alright, I'm going to lose my mind. Like, what am I doing wrong here? So we already have... Okay, this is a disaster. I have no idea what has happened over here. We're just gonna completely get rid of all the districts in this area and figure it out from scratch. So why? That's not painted. This says Oriental region. Why? Industry area has no. What is all this stuff? Did I just completely like screw up something here? Erase industry area. I guess we're just kind of making a mess here. I've probably completely broken something that I'm not going to know how to fix. Okay, so those are gone. I think we're going to be okay. All right. Industry area. Let's try this again. Just go all the way along the highway. All right. Coleridge Zone. No specialization. I thought that's what I was literally doing right now. Specialization. Trees. Please? Anybody? Nobody? Do I have to pause the game? Unpause the game? Or is it... Okay, no, I just have to put in the forestry building. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Timber processing. Finally. I don't know why that was so hard for me to figure out. Oh, boy. Alright, let's put in... Let's see, two-way small industry road to lane. University in New Orleans. Okay, straight roads, too close. I guess we'll kind of go in like this. There we go. That's a good start. We'll get there. Okay. These tree plantations, we're going to get medium ones, and we're going to get large ones, I'm sure. Yeah. So we'll just put a couple of these in, a couple of sawmills in on the other side. Then lumber yards right here at the end. I think are going to work out okay. Put in all of our pipes and everything. And then, of course, they want power because, well, you kind of need that. And this should be all good to go. Now we'll be able to see a bunch of trucks. Yep, here they come. A bunch of trucks coming in. And start to do stuff with all of the logs. So now we just got planed timber. We can't do paper yet. Do we have a workers' barracks for the loggers? I don't see one. Okay, we have to have a level 2 to get there. Alright, that's fine. Do you have to paint blue, orange industry versus green residential? I'm not exactly sure what you mean. If you're talking about the different types of, like you have office and regular industrial zones, I mean, you can do those just like any other regular thing. This is the base game industry was only just this, and you could specialize what you wanted your industry to do by using districts and saying you can only do I think it might have just been this tab. You can only do forest, you can only do farming, you can only do ore or whatever in this district, and that will restrict what buildings can actually grow. But no, they're not set up like these special industrial districts are. This was a DLC, I believe. I can't remember what it was called, but I do think it was a DLC. Alright, so this is very slowly growing. We have to produce 500 units to get to level 2, and we have to have 150 workers. Which probably means we need to build some more stuff for them to do. So I think I can fit a dirt road to go all the way through here and put in some more of these tree... Oh, it's so close. What else can I fit here? Okay, can I fit the... No. Okay, well, that is... a little unfortunate, but these will get modified to be different sizes, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. I guess if that's the case, we can just kind of forgo the intermediary road there. Just have these things all set up like this. Just add 3 more of those. That should be enough to keep up with everything. And we can see we got logs and everything getting delivered in here. Yeah, so we got tons of storage room. They haven't been able to get the sawmills caught up, which I guess is something we could maybe... Look at how cute this is. A little log cabin with stuff in the yard. That's pretty fun. I like the realism here with these streets completely destroyed because of all the trucks going all over the place. And they're just going and going and going. And it's not traffic coming through our regular city center. You love to see that. Alright, so who is full? Landfills and cemeteries. Oh, yeah, no more room. Well, I think do we have crematoriums yet? No, that gets unlocked at 17,000, so we just have to build another cemetery somewhere. Yeah, we could probably put one over here. A lot of those seaside towns that are really old will have cemeteries right in the middle of town. I think if anyone's ever been down to... there's a port city in Georgia called Savannah that has a lot of container ship traffic, but it's very old. And they've got a lot of stuff dating back to, I think, like the 17 or 1800s. And they have cemeteries all over the place. So let's see. We'll put in... maybe somewhere over here? Yeah. There we go. They can start putting some dead bodies in that spot. Alright, so this is working quite nicely. We haven't even really optimized this roundabout yet, because we haven't been worried about it. Alright, that should be pretty nice there. There we go. Yeah, I think that's set up correctly. Actually, no, this should be the other way around. Or no, maybe we want the... they should never have to yield, but if they ever do, then that should be okay. Alright, so that's nice. Someone who lives in a logging community can confirm log trucks are hard on roads. Absolutely. It's nice and peaceful up here. I like that. What we don't hear is all the sawmills and stuff are incredibly loud. All right, we are almost to the required amount of units to upgrade, but we don't have enough workers, so we probably do need to build a couple more of these things. Oh, you can change which trees are here? Oh, that's cool. Oak trees, huh? We can have a little bit of a variety here. So there's actually more room here for them to get more workers, so I guess they just hire more when they need them. That's probably how that works. Yeah, okay, so we just need to have more... we need more trees to go in. More trees going in. So I guess for right now, well, this is a one-way thing, so it probably should have, if anything, the sawmill should probably be over here, and the log storage should probably be on the other side, because this is going to be a finished product, and this is an intermediary product. Yeah, so we'll put those guys actually just right next to here. It's probably easiest. And then this whole thing over here can just be tree plantations. I wonder why they call it that. Leave some space there. Yeah, we'll just have this whole thing all trees. So that should We're going to redo this. Don't worry. It's ugly. We'll get it fixed. I love the little conveyor belts right here. That's cool. Very nicely designed. All right, now we're level 2. Biomass pellet plants, furniture factory, sawdust. That's a lot of sawdust. Forestry workers barracks and a small tree sapling field. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these other buildings we got here. Workers barracks. That's a big workers barracks. All right. So probably gonna want to do sapling field. I think we're going to want to just kind of completely reorganize how this is set up here. Go ahead. I don't need to delete that one. I just need to move it. So we can actually put in another road here. Industry road. These are... Okay, those are all 1 lanes, but we're going to do 2 lane. All right, anarchy mode, go. 2 lane right there so they can go back and forth. And I think if I've done this correctly... Well, I have anarchy on anyway, so I don't think it matters. But we can go ahead and move all of this stuff to the center here. There we go. That is a big improvement. Sawdust storage, do you mean partial board later? I'm not exactly sure how they do stuff in here, but I would imagine they probably would use the sawdust for making, I don't know, like, you know, stuff like MDF and everything. So that probably needs to be somewhere, you know, we just need to have this whole one-way thing go around here again. Trolley bus wires. I need my, there we go. Like this. We'll just have this go all the way up here. Have that connect like that. One way. Why is this a bridge? That doesn't need to be a bridge. That really should not have been a bridge. Why would it do that? Can I, no? They're gonna get angry at me and make me put a bridge in? Okay. I don't really do much terrain smoothing, but I think it's probably, whoa, that was the wrong one. Why is that going down? Can I raise this? Why did it make this enormous chasm? Yeah, particle board. I'm pretty sure that's going to be something that's later on in the industry area. Why did it do this to me? Okay, level and area. Click with a secondary mouse button to choose target height. Click and drag. That's why. Okay, target height. There we go. That should bring that right up. Hi, JC. I'm a new sub to your channel. Wanted to let you know how much I've enjoyed watching your videos, enjoying your playthrough of Oster. Thank you, first of all, for subscribing. Thanks for being here watching live stream as well. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Ostriv, I think, is still my favorite game that I've played. There's just so much amazing detail to it. It's just a really, really well done work of art. Oh, now it's a bigger bridge. Okay. Admittedly, I don't know too much about the whole landscaping bit of this game, so I don't really know what I'm doing here. Spontaneous sinkhole, yeah. It's not great. But see, you look at this side by side, it really doesn't look that bad. So I kind of feel like it shouldn't be that big of an issue. So now we're just kind of sitting here wasting time to turn all of this into a specific height, so our road doesn't have any stupid levels on it. It still wants to make that, man, I cannot believe that. It still wants to make that a bridge. Is that because that's too high? Is that because this road's in the way? It's not going to let me, Alright. let's fix this. 'Cause this really really should not be like this. Yeah, it must be the highway height. See, it's just too bad I just really have no idea what I'm doing with regard to terrain adjustments or anything. So of course now this is going to be oh, anarchy's on. That might also not be helping our case too much. All right, so that I'm not worried about so much. I just want this to fit nicely here. All right, so now all of this, now it's all, geez, this is all screwed up. Oh my god, all right. Why? Why are you the way that you are? I feel like that episode of The Office where Michael goes in I guess it was Toby comes back from not working there anymore or whatever, and then he just has that "No God, please no" thing in the cold open. What a great show. This is absolutely maddening. It just really doesn't make any sense. It truly does not. I don't want to delete that. Get out of there. Oh, what a pain. Just put that on the other side, move it down further. This whole thing is like a chasm in the middle. A thinner ring, a steeper elevation. Yeah, the problem is it doesn't tell me what's higher, what's lower, so I have to get low to look at it, which is a little irritating. Now, I'm familiar with topographical maps. I'm just not the most well-oriented here with all of this. Let's see, what can we smooth this out a little bit more? I just don't want it to have bridges everywhere. So I think if we can just kind of get this to be not completely stupid. Lots of terrain height lines, yes. Yes, indeed. Regrettably. Alright. Let's try this again. Alright, no bridges so far. Alright, where are my industrial roads? Oh, I'd only clicked that. No, I want 2-lane. Small industry road. I need the one-way. So these are just straight. Alright, our national nightmare has ended because now I don't have to have all this garbage in here anymore. Alright. That's right. I was putting in these things. Alright, anarchy mode. You will be our savior this day. Alright. Connect here and connect here. Cool, so now we have a bunch of trees. These are 2 ways here. This is all 1 way. Which means we probably need to relocate the sawmill to be over here. If this is all going to be processing, we'll build a couple more of those. Biomass pellet plants. I'm not worried about all of that right now. Alright, so we have sawmills over there. Take this off of 3 times speed. This can all be growing, so we'll put some other stuff outside of that. This is processing. Log yards for the sawmills, so we'll put these on the outside. 1 way, trucks are able to get in there. Okay, we'll put in, probably could use 1 more. Log yard, yeah, there we go, right there. Sawdust storage is a byproduct of the sawmill. So that should probably be here. And then fences, don't care about those. Biomass pellets, processing, which require raw forest products to produce special good paper. Processing building needs to be placed inside, so it just needs to be on this side of the logs. Okay, that's a big boy right there. What about another one of these. We will go ahead and move this ever so slightly here. Give them a little bit more room. It's probably okay. That doesn't look egregiously terrible. Alright, now we need to come over here with our pipes. Alright, so that's looking good. Yeah, we have some terrain discrepancies back here, but I don't care. That is all looking just fine. Alright, this is complaining about not enough raw materials because why? We have plenty of trees. Raw forest products, there we go. They should be able to just get this from there. We have all these trees over here, and then there's the other, was that a sapling farm? Sapling field. We'll put some saplings in the sapling field area. There we go. Can we modify these at all? Appearance of greenhouses or fields? Okay. That is kind of cool. Make the center one a greenhouse. I could have just left it there. Yeah, but this is already starting to look pretty nice. We don't have a barracks yet, so we do need to build that. Let's see, one way. I guess it doesn't matter if it's all connected in a loop anyway. So we can just have this sit right here. This is actually a really cool looking building. All these different things right here in that big central area. I don't know, it just looks neat. I think that's cool. Alright, so we've wasted quite a bit of time messing with this. But we should, once this is all up and running, should have this set up to make us a, well, it's already making a good amount of money. Not anymore, I guess. The profit went bye-bye. But paper should start improving, and then, of course, this will upgrade. Once we get 350 workers, we'll let them kind of do their own thing. We're all looking okay here. Are we complaining because we don't have workers? Okay, well, there's houses here. And that's not a farm building, so maybe we'd need to build some more. Everything here is starting to look pretty okay. Still only have about 8,000. Let's check out our traffic. Traffic is looking good. Not perfect, but it is looking somewhat better. This probably needs to not be a 2-lane road and probably also needs to continue along the waterfront as we develop that area. This is just always going to be a problem, just based on how this stuff usually ends up working. So that's probably okay, but 81% traffic on non-despawning mode is pretty good. Okay, so we have the high-density residential we've been pretty much ignoring for this entire time since we've gotten it, and we need to kind of reconfigure this whole area over here to accommodate some high-density stuff. And we also want to put in some office industry and maybe look into some higher education, because right now we have actually 46% highly educated, or well-educated, I'm sorry. That's when they graduate high school. They're well-educated. I don't think we have a university anywhere, so I don't know where these highly educated are coming from. They must be moving in from out of town. We'll put in other university stuff at some point, because I did get the campus DLC, which is, I guess I can just build like a trade school thing. I don't know. We'll get there at some point. Probably not today, but that is a project I want to get into because I thought that was a pretty cool add-on. You can have like a different area for college campuses and everything. All right, we need to find a place to put high-density residential, and I think we're going to want to do that along this 4-lane road here. So let's dezone. Try right here in this kind of central area here along this guy. We'll make all of this into high-density residential, and then we'll probably turn these into high-density commercial. We'll see when we get to that. Okay, this is an elementary school and a... Why is that not gone yet? What is this anyway? I thought I dezoned you. Why are you still here? Okay, and that's just a school, so that's fine there. All right, we'll just paste over that. But now we should... Oh, yeah, we're already getting the kind of high-rise buildings in here. So that's... The population's gone down, astoundingly, which is... Well, that's something, all right. Now, why would the population go down? Because this is full? We have another cemetery over here. Are they not transferring? I guess we have to... I still can't build a crematorium yet. Let's just empty this and try to put some guys in the other one, and then maybe that'll reset everybody complaining. Just let that go for a little while. All right, now we need high-density commercial. So let's take at least this side right here. Turn it into high-density commercial. All right, that seems to be working. Cool. Oh, they're taking their sweet time on this, aren't they? Where are the hearses? It still says 2960. I guess we just really need some more dead body transportation, huh? Okay, they're going in here. They're doing it. They're just a little slow. Yeah, we'll leave that for a little bit. How's it going? It's going well. We're having a good time. About 2 hours into Cities Skylines on a fantastic Sunday afternoon. We got our farm district going pretty well. New forestry district. I don't know how long it's been since you came in, but we spent quite a bit of time messing with getting this all set up and traffic logistics, but it is looking really nice. We have no traffic problems here because this hasn't been fully built up yet. How do you empty a cemetery? Well, yeah, see, that was my first thought when I played this game. Is like, where are they just exhuming the bodies and trucking them across town? But I think that's actually what they do. They just dig them up, put the casket in a hearse, and drive it across town, and then put it in another one. Which is kind of messed up. Not gonna lie, but I'll turn that off. If you have crematoriums in your town, they will actually take bodies out of the cemetery and then burn them. Which is, yeah, I don't know how to feel about that one. From an efficiency standpoint, it's excellent. From a respecting people standpoint, it's pretty terrible. But, you know, it is what it is. Speaking of healthcare. Okay, so healthcare actually is still looking really good. It's looking great, actually. Just this little bit down here doesn't seem to be working fantastically. We also have elder care that we can look into. Okay, well, they're actually doing pretty well. Average lifespan is 72 years. Could be higher. We just have to find a good spot to put an elder care building. I don't think we really need to mess with that right now. Fire safety is mostly looking good. Crime is looking excellent. We don't have anything over here, but I guess the main district building is saying there's something going on. That's fine. We'll put in our little police station here and a little fire station across the street, and that should be good for those guys for a while. All right, so I think we're doing pretty well. I really want to get to 11,000 population this one so we can get our monorails going in. But we're going to have to build quite a bit more housing to be able to do that. So I think what we're going to want to do is I'm going to get rid of half of these low-density commercials, turn them into high-density residentials. And then we'll turn these other low-density commercials into high-density commercials. That's a fire station, so that's fine. All right, so that hopefully should be a little bit of an improvement. We're going to need some office zones as well. All right, level 3 timber processing, printing press, medium tree plantations, and large log yards. We'll mess with that at a later time. City Skylines really is a good relaxing game, isn't it? It's very chill. Minimal stress, unless you create stress for yourself. All right, so these guys are complaining there's not enough workers because they want educated workers. There's 15 jobs available, but we have... I mean, there's no way this can really still be struggling, though, because we've just been building more and more and more houses. Pretty much everywhere. And the game doesn't seem to care, really. Which, it's fine, I guess. Doesn't really make any sense to me. But I think we can, eventually we're going to be, of course, expanding over here to do mining and everything. But I like our little industrial area here. It's pretty nice. Looking forward to getting trains, too. But I don't think the trains are going to happen this one. It does kill me that this is not completely flat to the area here, but, you know, it is what it is. I really want to get our solar power, which I think comes at 20,000, because then that gets rid of a lot of the pollution. The pollution gets to be pretty gnarly in this game. So let's see. No resource. Oh, I haven't selected a resource. Warehouse yard. I guess we could make that into planed timber, maybe. Might be a good spot to put that. Out in an open yard. Animal products in the warehouse. Okay. This one is still set to regular commercial goods, which seems to be doing fine. Now, are we going to have any traffic problems of people coming out here with stuff to take to those warehouses? Not sure. Let's see what these guys do. Coming around the roundabout. Getting on the highway. They're getting on that one. They're getting on that one to go out of town. Okay. Well, we've got them coming over here. Is anyone going to take this off-ramp? We got a couple. I'm more interested in the trucks. Okay, there's a couple going. Just want to see some decorations in the middle of the ring roads. Yeah, I'm eventually going to do that. I just don't know exactly what to put there. This one is going to have a big monorail line probably going through it. Although I could end up just doing that down here. Maybe I won't do that in the middle of the roundabouts. Because I've got all sorts of plazas. I've got other parks. So I've got stuff I can put in here. And I was thinking about maybe even doing walking paths to connect these and then having some sort of pedestrian infrastructure there. Because we do have the mechanism to do that now with pedestrian area. So I could just have this whole thing be a pedestrian area in the middle and have people just kind of walk through and maybe have some sort of other park stuff that's only accessible by walking. Yeah, service point buildings. I gotta do something. I don't know exactly how these whole things work here. Specializations, commercial, office, residential? No. Well, regardless, where? Paths. I think these are all just other things. Content creator trees, don't care about that. Duck pond. The flame of progress. Yes. If that exists, then maybe that would be cool to put in here. This bugs me that this is not centered inside the middle of this. All right. What is a service point building? I actually do not know. Is that under... Is it under parks? No, I think we were just looking at that. Ah, there it is. Okay, so I can have this connect to the side of the road here. Pedestrian streets. Oh, we got trees? Okay, that's cool. Pedestrian areas can be created by using the pedestrian area tool and pedestrian streets. Every area needs at least one service point building to take care of garbage and cargo needs. Only pedestrians and certain emergency vehicles are allowed on pedestrian streets. Buildings that use vehicles that are not allowed on pedestrian streets cannot be built on them. Area panel can be accessed from any service point. Okay. So we could actually have a pedestrian street with a bus lane. Have the bus just go straight through the roundabout. I don't think we want to do that. Cobblestone pedestrian. Okay, that's huge. I don't need a large one. But I do like the idea of having tree-lined streets. I think that's nice. Large sandstone pedestrian street. Now, can I just have this... Oh, look how nice that is. Just go straight right the way through here. You just have people cross... Wow, that's nice. I like that. Listen, You don't think a pedestrian area is what you want here. They're going to do it anyway. These people have absolutely no shame. So if they want to go play Frogger and go to the lovely little park in the middle of the roundabout, then they are certainly free to do so. It is dangerous, though. That'll be fine. If it doesn't work, then we can always try something else. So now they want... I don't want a cargo pedestrian area. What are you talking about? All right. Pedestrian area service point. I can't even build this in here. This road's too big. All right. So I guess we have to put in a smaller one. That's fine. Small sandstone pedestrian street will be boring. We'll just put the little one in there. That's okay. No, I already forgot what I was doing. Yes. All right, Anarchy, do your thing. What do you mean it cannot be placed on this road? It has to be on a regular road? Okay. Inside the roundabout might not be a great spot for that, actually. So once again, foiled by game design. We will try this somewhere else in the city. That was a valiant idea, though. They would walk through it if it was set up for them to do so. So I guess we'll probably just end up decorating in here. If I can find maybe some interesting looking building to stick in there. But that does give me an idea for down here. In this area, we could definitely do something similar to that. If we can find a good spot for it. Like something down here by the waterfront would probably actually be perfect for that. But I think that's going to get into territory that we don't really fully understand. So I think we'll leave that alone for now. What we can do is we can come up here and we can turn this area into a little bit more of a residential type thing here. We'll just have this kind of parallel everything here. And build some houses. Low density, of course. And then put a little bit of commercial along this main road. Just so our guys have somewhere to go and buy goods and services. I don't think we really need to have housing and businesses in here, but it does help pull it out a little bit. Stuff ends up looking a lot better, I think. All right, so we just need more workers to get to level 4. We are rapidly approaching that, actually. So we should be producing a lot more paper. I don't know why. Maybe they just don't have enough raw resources. Dead person waiting for transport in the forestry building. Okay. Well, they should be able to come and get them. There's no rule that says they can't. This is all looking pretty nice. Sherlock's coffee. That's funny. What is this? Oh, it's actually a Popeyes. I forgot I had that one downloaded. That is pretty cool. Okay, these guys don't have any water. Oh, that's right, because we never expanded our pipe supply. Alright, can I get this to go all the way down here? Looks like I can. Cool. That is looking pretty nice. That's an improvement there. Let's get up to 11,000. We're all complaining. All complaining about the cemetery. Alright, so maybe that's not... Oh, I can't move it because it's full. It has to be emptied first. Alright, I guess we're going to put another one somewhere. Ooh, is it disrespectful to put across from the power plant? Absolutely. Am I going to do it anyway? You bet. Yeah, you start importing some dead bodies. If you put commercial right next to interstate, would you sell a lot of gas to interstate drivers? I don't know if the game takes that into consideration. It would be interesting to find out, though. I'm just glad our traffic problems seem to be gone over here. Yeah, 81%. There are a couple choke points. Like right here is probably going to have to become another roundabout at some point. Right here is definitely an issue. So we'll probably need to move this down out of the way a little bit. So actually, let's see, what kind of road is this? Just a regular, yeah, I don't think they particularly care. But we'll, huh. Probably need to have this be a, there we go. See, this doesn't seem to want to let me really do much of anything else here. So that's a bridge, as I suspected. Okay, let's get rid of that. Turn this into more industrial. Now if I can get this to not be... Okay, that looks weird. I just want this to not be a big mess. So potentially against my better judgment, I will slightly raise the land here. See if I can get this to look a little nicer and not be a complete disaster here. Yeah, we'll have to get rid of all of that. Now, is there a way to make this go faster? I actually don't know. I guess I could... Oh, okay, that's too big. Is that... Oh, breast strength. That's what I wanted. Yeah, we'll just have this go along the waterfront a little bit more. Can match up with some of what else we got going on here. Yeah, this is what I should have been doing this entire time. Stuff like this. Yeah, that should be a lot better. So now we can come back in here with our road and actually have it, you know, follow places it's supposed to follow. There, see, that's exactly what I was hoping to put in here. So that is nice to see. We'll have this just connect right there. Cool. That is an improvement, and now this is no longer a disaster zone over here. We might even be able to put a little bit more fishing in. Actually, let's check that. I still don't have algae farm. I don't want to put an algae farm in. Fish markets. We have shellfish and anchovies. We already have... wow, that's a really long fishing route. I guess we're probably actually okay for that. Although I do wonder, do we have a... there's some sort of a park I could put in that was going to be something to do with fishing, and I don't remember what it was. Park maintenance? Was it... oh, here it is. Fishing islands. So I can do somewhere over here for the citizens to come in, and why is it dancing around? Something like that. And then a floating cafe. Oh, we're not anywhere near big enough to have that yet. That's fine. Let's put in that right there. I guess I have to have this connected with something here. It's going to complain about power because there's no power over here. But we just have to have stuff built up, so we'll put in some commercial all along here. I'm sure they'll want to take advantage of all that. Let's put in a pedestrian path to get over there. Park path. All right, Anarchy, do your thing. Okay, that looks ugly. Let's not do that. Ah! All right, that was not smart. Can I get away with moving this? Doesn't seem to care, actually, if I just put this right up next to the street, so we'll just do that. It looks like they can just walk right up to it. That is kind of a rough transition, vertically speaking. All right, we're at 11,000 now, which is good. That's those zombies are made. I'm assuming that had something to do with putting the cemeteries next to the power plants. Sorry, I'm not continuously monitoring chat. I probably should be. I want to lower this. Object height? No. You'll have to forgive me. I am very, very new at using the movement mod. Do that. Is that going to let me, No? Okay, well. I will learn at some point. Well, I think this is still okay like that. It's just, at some point we need to put in some stairs or something if I can even find any stairs. Oh, there's no water on the end of this thing. Can they, still get here? And I guess they can. Well. We're just gonna leave that alone for now. Because now we have 11,000, that means we can put in, finally, our monorails. Which I really love having those in the middle of the street. So we're gonna go ahead and just convert all of these 4 lanes along here into monorail tracks. Oh, we should probably turn this into a roundabout first. Yeah, let's do that. All right, our favorite friend here, the dirt road. I guess this is no, not 21. Go away. It needs to be 20 across. There we go. You know the drill at this point. Round and around and around in a circle. Remove the middle. Upgrade to a 3-lane one-way road. And then hook everything up with our favorite favorite road type here. This needs to be properly done. So we'll do that in the curved segment. All right, that's not the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, but that does work. Upgrade, just go all the way along the shore here. Monorail for fun and function. Absolutely. Monorails are great. Cue that scene from The Simpsons when everyone is just cheering for the monorail. Anyway, so this will go all the way along the shoreline here and then come through. We'll build a track across here and into the heart of this district. We'll have to demolish some roads to put in a station. I'll show you how those work in a little bit, and then we'll probably have it go up and down. Where's the monorail tab? Is it up here? Yeah, so we actually have a couple different stations we can do. We can have one that is road adjacent. We can have one that is in the road. Then we can build individual tracks. We also have this thing right here. So I'm going to turn this into a monorail road as well. Then we'll probably put a station up here. And then we'll have one coming down this way. You see they just have the nice little intersection in the center there. And our objective will be, of course, to have commuters go between here, and then here and up here, and we'll end up expanding it in a lot of other areas as well. So, of course, we'll have to have this connect here. Just go straight through in the middle. We might do something that looks a little more interesting later. We can also have them come around up here into the industrial zone, which honestly probably isn't that bad of an idea. I think I might leave this middle one alone, though. We'll just have this come all the way around here. And then somewhere in here, we'll put a station in the road. And we'll see if that ends up being any good. But for right now, we have to put in a connector here. Oh, wrong button. And then, of course, have some sort of a pathway here. That is a very poor connection. We'll have to redo that. Give me a second here. Okay, so we'll want to put in like so, and then another one like so. We'll use our Move It mod to make that look a little more interesting. don't want stuff to be completely, it skews the position of the rails, which is not ideal, but I think we can make it look, that's just wild like that. It's probably about as good as it's gonna get. But that should be functional, should work pretty nicely. And then we'll just have this go across the middle here. And then come over here, we'll end up deleting, probably going to want to put this based on the length of the road right about here. Get our stuff lined up correctly. There we go. That's going to work quite nicely. Put in our 4-lane road with the track to connect. And then that'll work nicely there. We'll have a couple of different lines going back and forth. I think we're going to want to put somewhere... one of these roads doesn't go all the way through. I was going to connect to that one. Or we could just put this right here is probably the best, easiest thing to do right off the bat. Connect that up right there, and then put in our 4-lane road again. And then I think the way this is set up, we should still be able to connect everything the way it was. Take this off of a curve mode. Wants to do that, huh? It's not going to let me get away with that, is it? Well, that's why we have the Move It mod. Okay, that's actually kind of ugly. So we'll just... How did that happen? Alright. I don't love it. I definitely don't love it. Let's try that again. Yes. Let's try building that a little closer. Sorry, this is definitely a whole lot of trial and error here. If I put that there, then I should be able to actually just have the regular 4-lane road connect here. And our elevation is not so extreme that it should require stuff to be moved around. So maybe that was just... See, it really wants to connect right there. So that's annoying. I guess we'll just have this come up to here. Oh, that's why it's that that height difference. Well, that is not ideal, but I don't think that's the end of the world to have that set up like that. It should be fine. So now we have a station there. We have a station there. We're going to want to put a couple of others elsewhere. Let's come down here, find a good spot. Probably should be right in front of all this commercial stuff here, so we'll do the exact same thing. I always go to the wrong tab for this. Alright, it's going to complain about something being occupied, so let's come over to here. And then I think we can should be able to just directly connect. Yeah, looks like it. Alright, so that's going to work nicely. We'll leave that in place for future expansion. Why is this bus route complaining? It shouldn't be affected by any of this. Oh, it actually broke it. So where's this line supposed to go? What line is this anyway? Okay, that's bus line 2. That goes all the way over here to... This stops up here? Really? Why? Oh, it's because we put all these roundabouts in. So this actually needs to be... I think... Oh, so now... No, it did it again. So I don't know... I don't know what the deal was with that. Lots of weird turns here. It shouldn't be... shouldn't be doing that. Can we get them to come over here this way and do that? So why is this like this? Well, can I just delete whatever stop is over here? There isn't one. That's just weird routing. Why is it... That is so strange. Well, it works. So, you know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's go back over to our monorail. We're going to make a line going all the way across here and back. There we go. That line is complete. Then we'll have one from here to here and back. That should end up being pretty good. We can watch the trains go. Coming along right over the street. It's such a cool thing. We're going to move these power plants as soon as we get solar ones, don't worry. If I build the 2-lane road before the monorail station, then it's probably not going to end up connecting right. So this guy's going to come all the way down here. This is just so cool to see this in the middle of the road like this. Very cool. So they should come all the way down here. And the station should be right about here. There we go. And they stop there, and then they'll reverse out and get on the other track. There they go. That is cool to watch. And now up here, these guys just come back and forth here. Then go through this little Y here. There we go. That's looking cool. They'll just come all the way around here and end up down here at this station. Now, we can and probably should have other stations up here, but that might end up being something for a future live stream. I think this is already really cool. And we'll check out our ridership statistics and see if we're actually doing anything here. So there's plenty at this other end. They're actually not all the way full up, so we could... We have a couple different... We have a smaller monorail train and we have a larger monorail train. We could also have fewer trains. Although fewer trains I don't really think is a great answer because then the headways between trains become longer. Do the first person follow on the... Oh yeah, we can do that. Yeah, monorail definitely... Although timber-borne trains are not hard. It's just a kind of a complicated thing to end up looking at. Yeah, we'll do first-person follow on this guy for a little bit. The timber-borne trains work perfectly for what they're intended to do. Is when you try to do weird, fancy stuff or have too many trains at one time, then it starts acting up on you. This is going to be really cool once this is all built up, too. And we can see all the different, everything from the train. I need to fix this kink right here. We'll take care of that. Probably should do a subway at some point, too, but I just love watching the trains go above the street here. And, of course, we'll have regular trains as soon as we get that block of land. It is just so much fun to watch this stuff go. I don't know if it's going to take us back with it. Okay, there it goes. This little seaside town is not looking too shabby here. I kind of like this monorail model. It's a little more futuristic, like a bullet kind of thing, almost. I think the other model looks a little bit more like a monorail you'd actually see at an airport or something. Oh, yeah, you can also do first-person follow in cars. We might do that in a second. Oh, you mean actual first person, like inside the thing? Yeah, I don't have that mod. I guess this is technically third person. Gears of War style. It's just so cool seeing all the different buildings grow up. No, I didn't want that. I just wanted to get out of this mess. All right. Stop following the thing. All right. Now we're good. I think we can put in a north to south monorail line here. We'll do a little bit more. Why am I still in bus mode? Get me out of this. Yeah, I think it's best if you're gonna do the monorail station with the road, it's best to put it in an area where there's not a lot of intersections. Because stuff just tends to go south pretty quickly here. So I think right here probably works fine. Have this connect. Yep, that looks good. We'll have to come fix stuff later, but I'm going to put in right now. I think we have the elementary school here. So it shouldn't care if I put in. Might have to actually be up on this side. Yeah, looks like it. All right, that's fine. Just connect this back up. The zoning should still be okay, except right here, this is going to have to be... Was this high-density commercial up here? I think it was. That needs to be high-density residential. Okay, now this is taken up. It's not letting me put anything here, which is... Is that because this is another... Jeez. It's another casualty of terrain modification. That was the wrong thing. All right. So we want this to raise. Yeah, we want this all to be the same level here so it doesn't mess with us too bad. We're going to get rid of the school. We're going to put it back. Don't worry. No, I don't want to delete this. Get back in the tool. Yeah, so this is just, for some reason it was low and it never got raised back up. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and get that in. We might have to get rid of this too. There we go. Yeah, we'll just slightly raise this up here. That should work out okay. There we go. Hopefully this is going to actually work for me here. Cool. So that problem is solved. Put our elementary school back in. There we go. Looking nice. Let's get our zones back here. Alright, so that's all good to go. We'll come back to our monorail lines. We're going to have these two connect to each other. And that should be all good to go. So I'm going to have to look for that first person mod then and see if I can get that to work. I want to see monorails cross each other right here. Multiple at the same time. It is kind of loud if I zoom in, so I have to zoom out. Just watch from above. It's just, I really like when these railroad intersections are working in the correct timing and everything. It's just really cool to watch everything go back and forth. So that is looking like it's pretty successful. 348 passengers last week is not bad. How are we doing over here? 349. How are we doing up here? 16. Okay, so that's not as popular, but that's okay. We'll get there. How is our traffic? 81% still, and this intersection is looking a little rough, but I think it'll end up being okay. Farmland is looking okay. How are we doing here? We just need more. Yeah, we need more workers. So is that going to be a function of a barracks? I don't think so. We haven't built any of these medium tree plantations, but we did build the biomass pellet plant, large log yard. Well, that's a lot of logs there in the log yard. Why don't we go ahead and get rid of the small ones? See if I can fit two large ones in its place. Right there and right there. Yep, okay. So this hopefully will hold a little more there. This pellet plant, can I fit another one? Actually, let's check and make sure. Yeah, we have enough raw products. Seems to be working okay. Is that right here? Not gonna let me get away with that, are you? Well, that's fine. I think if we move our barracks somewhere else, we might be able to have a little bit more success with that. So Yeah, let's just stick that up there. We can put in another pellet plant. Right, like so. And then I think if I can put another road in here, I might be able to stick another pellet plant in. Not sure if it already exists. Monorail station side high-rise buildings. That would be really cool. Workshop mod. We are going to take a look, and by we I mean me after I'm done with stream this afternoon. See if I can find something like that. Oh, it's so close. Alright. Can I move this without it being completely ridiculous? Move this a little closer to the road. Can I fit? Yes, if I turn anarchy on. There we go. We just have some little double fences, but we can just move this guy a little closer until those fences mesh. All right, and that is looking pretty good. What are they complaining about? Not enough raw materials. You'll get there. Yeah, I don't think that's bad. We do have a ton of mass transit stuff that we haven't messed with. That was one of those things I did pick up in the Steam sale. So we have multi-level hubs for metros and buses and all sorts of fun stuff. We have these enormous train stations. Like look at this mess. I'm gonna delete it immediately after I build it, but look at this. Look at all these train lines. That's awesome. Like someplace in Europe that actually has public transit. But we'll get rid of that. We will hopefully be able to do some more fun stuff with trains as soon as we unlock this guy. But that is definitely going to be for another time. Starting to run out of time this afternoon, but I'm very, very thankful you guys decided to come out and spend a little bit of time with me here today on City Skylines. If you're on Steam version, that's the link. If you don't trust the link, understandable, search. Okay, so it actually automatically removes comments with links, but I should be able to go back into the moderation log and see and find that. If you don't trust the link, understandable, search first-person camera version 2.2.0. I will definitely look that up. Good enough for government work. Yeah, sounds about right. So are we still complaining about raw forest products? I think we're doing okay still. Okay, we need 51 more people until we get to level 4. So I guess we need to have some more parallel underground metro station. Man, they got... Well, it looks kind of cool. We'll have plenty of time to do all sorts of other stuff with this later. Look at all the excavation they had to do for this thing, man. I do think we need some more, what do you call it here? Can I... Oh, it's already occupied, you say. Not anymore. You got a road. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and set that up in there. We'll use our move it mod to move it away. There we go. And now I think, yeah, that's all two-way. And this is all two-way as well, I think. No, this is one-way here. This one's two-way. Yes, I'm not building large underground metro stations. We need some tree sapling fields. We have a medium tree plantation. Oh, so that actually almost goes all the way to the end of the map. So that is perfect size there. We'll just add some of that. And that's some nice improvements here. Now get me up to 550 workers and we'll be good to go. What population for the next land plot? I believe it's going to be 17. So we'll have a little bit more work to do next time when we get around to that. I'm just going to go ahead and get this all connected up here. This is starting to look really nice. Yes, 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 cargo train terminals, I know. I can't do anything with the trains right now because we're not connected to the outside world. I guess if I really wanted, I could just have train lines go between districts and not connect to anything outside. But I don't think we want to mess with that quite yet. It's just so cool to have the monorails going. I love that. Let's check our lines here. How are we doing on capacity? That's looking fine. Level 4. So now we have engineered wood, soft paper, wood chip storage, maintenance buildings, and large sapling fields. So we'll mess with all that at a later date. Looks like our monorails are not being used a ton right now, but they will in time as we keep building stuff up. So I think for right now, everything is looking quite nice. Made a lot of good progress today. Even if we didn't really have that many more people move in, maybe, I don't know, 4,000. But we are taking our time and making stuff that actually works instead of just plopping a whole bunch of grids everywhere, even though this is all entirely a grid. We're going to make this look a little bit better when we start redesigning stuff. Probably going to have a lot more of the city look like this with different separated street areas and districts and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I think we can be very happy with what we've got going on here. This is now at level 4. We'll have some more fun stuff to play with next time on that. We can do some more with our farming too. We just haven't really done that much. And there's plenty more opportunity for us to put in a bunch of residential. So I think that is where we're going to leave it for today. Again, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate you taking the time out of your Sunday afternoon to spend a little bit of time with me playing some City Skylines. And I hope you'll join us back again next time. I think probably next week should be good to go. A week after that is Easter Sunday, so yeah, definitely not doing one then. I'll be real busy with that. But whatever you are up to the rest of your day, hope you have a fun and a safe time. Don't forget we have more, probably another Ostriv coming tomorrow, and then the Timberborn finale, I believe, will be Tuesday. Then we have Anno 1800 as well. Make sure to go check out that first video if you haven't had a good time with that. We'll be continuing that series later in the week as well. Monorail routes interconnecting, I'm not sure. I could just have one that goes around the entire map and goes to every station, but that would be kind of a mess. But we could, if we really wanted to. Probably would still be okay. Yeah, it's almost 10 p.m. Yeah, it's about to be bedtime. Now I got to go take care of some other stuff this afternoon. But again, thanks for being here, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.